friends, welcome to the Self-Sufficient Sister. I'm super excited to be in the kitchen with you today. We are going to be making a single serving of shepherd's pie. Now I know some of you are asking, why don't you just make the regular 4-serving, 6-serving size? Well, I don't like leftovers. I would rather make a single serving and just eat that instead of having leftovers to eat for days on end, where they're definitely gonna be wasted. I went to my friend ChatGPT. I gave ChatGPT my recipe and I said, hey, I need you to make this a single serving recipe. So we're gonna see how it goes. I've never tried this recipe before, so hopefully it is good. Here we go. So for this recipe, we need a 1/4 pound of ground beef, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, some frozen mixed vegetables, some shredded sharp cheddar cheese, prepared mashed potatoes, and then salt and pepper to taste. I really wanted this to be a quick and easy recipe. I am just taking a pound of ground beef. I'm going to cut it into 4ths, and I will save the other 3/4 for another recipe, or I could use it for this one as well if I love it and I can just cook this the rest of the week. Go ahead and start boiling water for my instant mashed potatoes. You could use regular potatoes and just make your own mashed potatoes, but to make it easy and simple, I'm just using these because I also do love the way these taste, even though, are they real? Who knows? But that's what we're going with today. So it asks for 2 cups of water for the package, so I'm just throwing that into a pot. I'm gonna open up my meat and cut it into 4ths like I said before, and I will put the other 4ths into a Ziploc baggie, and I'll use them for another recipe later. Using my cast iron since I've seasoned it, so I'm hoping that it all goes well and that I don't have any issues with sticking or anything like that. Cooked at 425 degrees, so I'm going to go ahead and set that so my oven can start heating up. And then I'm also going to grab one of these smaller dishes. I will link this down below. I just got these from Amazon. They're super cute. I love using them for all of my single serving recipes like meatloaf, and then it should be good for this recipe as well. The recipe just says to spray this with non-stick cooking spray, so I'm gonna go into that. I'm using this. I'm gonna go ahead and season my meat with minced onions and garlic powder and onion powder. The recipe calls for 1/4 teaspoon of the garlic and onion powder. I'm not gonna measure, and that's one of the beauties of cooking for yourself, is you really can eyeball and go off of your preferred taste. But if you're not super into cooking, I would recommend following the recipe. So I love minced onions, so I like to put a lot in there. gonna go ahead and open this up and add it to the water. Then you're just gonna mix it. It does say to mix with a fork, but I just grabbed a wooden spoon. And it'll start thickening up. And those flakes will start absorbing that water. Looks like there's no sticking on my cast iron, so that's nice. I didn't know if it would stick, but it looks like it's not. So that means I did it right, I think. I forgot to add salt and pepper. It's okay. As this is cooking, I like to just start cleaning up a little bit because there's really not much for me to do right now while the meat is browning. So I just like to grab all my spices and put them back so I don't have as much to clean up later. Okay, it looks like my meat is all good and browned, so the next step is just to start layering into our dish. Remember, we sprayed this with some non-stick cooking spray, so it should have that in it. And then we just want to start with the meat and spread it all over the bottom. It smells so good. Okay, so I got my meat all along the bottom of the pan, and the next thing we want to do is scoop some potatoes into it. Right? Nope, potatoes are not next, but that's okay. The next step would be the vegetables. It says they should be thawed, but mine are not. But I think it'll be okay. Vegetables in there now. Now we're spreading the mashed potatoes on top of that. It's really hard to spread it with this wooden spoon because it just wants to stick. So we did our meat, our vegetables, and then our potatoes. And then next would be cheese. We're just gonna spread cheese all on top of it. I love cheese, so definitely gonna put more than the recipe would say. You do you. Again, the beauty of cooking for yourself is you can pretty much do whatever you want. Make it how you like it the most. Okay, so here's my final view. Okay, and then my oven is ready, so we're gonna throw it in there. uncovered for 15 minutes. You can see that I have a tray underneath there. That's just there from when I was seasoning my cast iron. You do not need to have anything underneath it. Okay, so 15 minutes. I'll see you then. I also wanted to mention, while it's cooking, this is the time where I start cleaning up this stuff. I start doing my dishes and getting everything loaded into the dishwasher, unless it's, you know, my cast iron. I'm gonna have to figure out how to clean that because I don't know yet. I need to research that. So I do have leftover potatoes, so I'm gonna put those in a small bowl and save them for another time. I'll either use them for this recipe or make some meatloaf or something and have them as a side.